start my day with love. That's what I get more of, is love. I start my day with love. When I start my day with love, that's what I get more of, is love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. I start my day with love. When I start my day with love, that's what I get more of, is love. I start my day with love. When I start my day with love, that's.
She needs a Kleenex. Good morning, everyone. So good to see all of you sparkling lights of being of lights. I'm so happy to see you here. So we'll begin with music. We had the music. Now we're going to do the opening prayer. And let the words that I speak be those of your own heart. This is from the Positive Daily Inspiration for today. Lower your head. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable. I believe that nothing is impossible for me. I love life. I appreciate life. I am enthusiastic about life. I am thankful for life. Every phase of my life is full of purpose and meaning. Each day brings new ideas, new discoveries, new joy. Opportunities for service, happiness, and growth are all around me. I have mountain-moving faith in God. I can be active or still. I can work or play. I can reflect and appreciate the beauty of this moment. I live in the now. I give thanks. I know the peace of a grateful heart. I live life abundantly. The power of God is within me. My life is filled with love, purpose, and joy. Amen. The mission statement. Together, through prayer, education, and service, we bring to action the one and only power of God, and our vision. Centered in love, we joyfully celebrate a world united in divine truth. And the other vision statement for 2025, one with spirit, we envision and embody peace, love, truth, beauty, growth, and prosperity for our members, campus, community, and the world. And we'll have music.
Wherever there is need, love will find a way. There is a space in my heart where I find the truth. I find me and you, a truth beyond what you may see now. But when we are one, we bring more good about. No matter who or what you call yourself or where you come from, yeah. There is a place in this world with open arms right now. Welcome to love and welcome to peace. Welcome to our community. who you are, and let your light shine. We're so much more when we unite. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. See when new eyes allow and unfold, embrace and let go, trust the flow. There's a freedom in love when you follow your heart. Together we are stronger than we could ever be apart. No matter who or what you call yourself or where you come from, yeah, there is a place in this world with open arms right now. Welcome to love, welcome to peace, welcome to our community. And be who you are, and let your light shine. We're so much more when we unite. You are welcome here. Love is welcome here. And breathe in and out. Slowly feel all that's around you, and all that you feel, and all that you know. Let it go.
Time to welcome each other, and we do a greeting with hugs if you like that, and if you don't like that, you can give an elbow or a wave or a hip bump or whatever makes you feel happy. So greet your neighbor. And are there any newcomers? Let's see if there's anybody. Oh, there's a newcomer back there. So welcome. Okay, everybody get up and welcome your neighbor.
Wherever there is need, love will find a way. There is a space in my heart where I find the truth. I find me and you, a truth beyond what you may see now. But when we are one, we bring more good about. No matter who or what you call yourself or where you come from, yeah, there is a place in this world with open arms right now. Welcome to love and welcome to peace. Welcome to our community. Be who you are and let your light shine. We're so much more when we unite. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. See when new eyes allow and unfold, embrace and let go, trust the flow. There's a freedom in love when you follow your heart. Together we are stronger than we could ever be apart. No matter who or what you call yourself or where you come from, yeah, there is a place in this world with open arms right now. Welcome to love, welcome to peace, welcome to our community. And be who you are, and let your light shine. We're there's so much more in the way you unite. You are welcome here. Love is welcome here. And breathe in and out. Slowly feel all that's around you, and all that you feel, and all that you know. Let it go.
Good morning. I'm Barbara Scherer, and I am the platform assistant this morning. So our announcements are today, after the service at 11:30 to 2:15 is the board meeting, and everyone is invited to listen and ask questions. On Monday, July 28th, from 11:30 to 12:15, we have Breath, Body, Mind in the chapel, and Pam is providing that for us as a volunteer. She's very excellent. On Wednesday, July 30th, from 5:30 until 7, Prosperity's 10 Commandments with Sherry Galvin in the chapel. And on Saturday, August 2nd, 8:30 to 10:30, Agape Campus Care Day. Come when you can, leave when you want.
I want to, Sherry, would you come up and join me as we have our prayer box affirmation this morning. Many of you remember Betty Marks, and we always stay in touch with Betty. She's in assisted living at this time in Michigan, and we just invite you to keep Betty in your prayers. In her heart, she's here, and she misses all of you so much. So let us pray. Thank you, sweet Spirit, for this beautiful day. Thank you for life and health, energy, vitality. We thank you for your loving presence. Always, you are with us every moment, every hour, every day. The first thing when we awaken in the morning, you are there. When we close our eyes and rest in the evening, you are there. You are there while we're sleeping. And you're there with those that we love, all of our family members, all of our friends. And we find great comfort in that knowingness that you're always there. We give great thanks, and so it is. Amen. Our affirmation: all is well, for it is on earth as it is in the kingdom of heaven. Please stand for the oneness affirmation. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God, the good, omnipotent.
This is the daily word, and the word is authentic. I live proudly as my authentic self. One of the best ways to feel the fullness of my divinity is to express the uniqueness of my humanity. There is no one on earth who is exactly like me, no one who has my history and experiences, no one who has my particular talents and gifts. I make the world a richer place when I show up as the person I am. If I am too timid to share my gifts if I carry shame or regret about my past, or if I feel afraid to let others see the real me, I am not being my authentic self. Authenticity means being who I am with confidence. I am a divine being, a child of God. I take my place in the world with joy, knowing I belong here just as much as anyone else. Rooted in my divinity, I celebrate my humanity by being my authentic self. The scripture is Romans 8:14. For all who are led by the Spirit of God are children of God.
Today's topic is From Hardships to Triumph. So what is a hardship? It's a situation that is challenging to endure. And from Gemini, who I recently became acquainted with, it signifies a tough and unpleasant experience that can significantly impact an individual's well-being and ability to function normally. So sometimes it feels like you're stuck. It could be a big situation like the hurricane that we went through and the collateral damage that we had to suffer, or it can be a little thing that happens inside of you that you just feel, this is not good for me, but you don't know how to get out of it, like a job or a toxic relationship. So I'm going to tell you 3 stories that I hope will inspire you, and then I hope that you will get some applications out of these. Now, I'm known as a storyteller, and usually funny, but these 3 stories are serious, so it compensates for them by inspiration. So I'm being divinely inspired. Go with me, stay with me, send your light to me, and we'll all get something out of this. Okay. So now the stories I'm going to tell you, the first 2, are regarding schools I taught in. And it may sound like I hated teaching, but I didn't, I promise you. I loved teaching most of the time. But in these 2 situations, I felt stuck. And this is what I'm going to tell you about. The year was 2012. I was teaching at a Stowe high school, and that semester, teachers had been assigned and mandated to teach to the test, ACT. I don't know if they still do that, but it was a torturous task of worksheets and just non-creative things to do. And the students hated it as much as we did, but we had to do it to get their scores up. So I was a remedial reading teacher, so I had 4 or 5 of these classes a day and 1 creative class, drama. It was drudgery. A fire drill was a welcome reprieve. Anything to get out of the classroom. And, you know, my students had very low scores, so they were prone to wander. They'd say they have to go to the bathroom. So you know what the administration did for me? They gave me a bathroom in my classroom so that the students would have no excuse to wander. I just really found this so terrible because I couldn't be creative. The one thing I did do was I thought, well, what can I do to give them confidence and raise their ability to feel seen? So I had a subscription to the news press for free, which every day they would leave at the dumpster behind the school, and I would have my shopping cart, very undignified way a teacher can walk into a school, but I was the first one there because I had to open the door for detention. And now detention was for all the students who had been naughty the day before, but there was no bus service to get them home. So I had to monitor this morning duty. So I had to do my routine, 4 o'clock, get up, feed my cats, walk my dogs, do my meditation, do my exercise, get something to eat, get the laundry out of the dryer, and be on my way, get there at 6:45, open the doors, and listen to the refrain, "I don't belong here." I would say, "I don't either. Do you think I want to be here after 3.5 years of studying for a master's degree? No, we have to." And the worst thing about this was the smell of the dumpster on the way in. I think that's what tipped me over the edge. I just thought, I don't deserve this stink. I don't. But, you know, you just hang in because you're there. It's a sort of a comfort level and sort of not. But this is what I did. And one day, on the way into the school, I saw 10 boxes of bulbs, like flower bulbs, with little tufts of green. And I thought, what? They're still alive. Why are they throwing these out? So during the day, I asked Maria, the landscaper, what are you doing throwing all these bulbs out? She said, well, theoretically, they're lily bulbs, but no lilies have bloomed for at least 5 years. I just felt compassion for those lily bulbs. I knew how they felt. I knew how they felt. I said, if I take them? She said, well, we're just throwing them out. We're waiting for the dumpster. So the end of the school, I brought my car around the back, piled up all these lily bulbs into my trunk, and took them home. And as I'm taking them home, you're going to be okay. Don't worry. I'm going to plant you. You're going to be better off than where you were. So as I drive into my driveway, it starts pouring down rain. Now, remember, this is 2012, January. It was like 5 months after the 9/11 attack. And I felt like I'm going to dedicate these lilies to the poor souls who have lost their lives in the catastrophe, and the helpers and everybody who was affected. And I just stayed out in that pouring rain. I felt like it was crying. Anyway. All around the perimeter of my house, I planted these bulbs. And what do you know? They bloomed. Look at it doesn't do justice. It doesn't do justice. The one on the left is the last one that bloomed this year. The one on the right was the end of last year. And it was on Mother's Day last year, and every year since. Now this is 2025. Every year they have bloomed. And this year, because of the drought, they bloomed on Father's Day. They love me. They know me. I speak to them. Good work. You've done it again. I'm so proud of you. Now, what do I get out of this? By the way, I resigned from Estero, which I loved. I loved the administration. I loved its fellow teachers. I loved everything about it except that ACT non-creative drudgery. So I thought, I want to go where I can bloom. And I found a place other than that, another public school, which I'll go on to another time. But I hope that wherever my students are, and whatever good I did for them, they're blooming in whatever place they're in. So that's the first story, the good that came out of that one. The second story finds me in Job Corps. And this was way before, 1982, Clearfield Job Corps. It was, first of all, it was the lowest pay I had ever received as a teacher, as a professional certified teacher, $17,000 a year for a 8 to 5 job teaching in a non-union school no benefits, no summers off, hardly any holidays off, no sick days allowed. It was just like the worst kind of situation. And open enrollment, it included court-adjudicated students, low-income students, students who were from Laos and Cambodia, and it was in and out all day, individualized programs. There was no structure, no regular routine. I just had to be there and monitor their individualized teaching test. I felt, again, so much sense of drudgery and stuckness. One of the good things about it was some of the students were allowed, if they were on good behavior, to visit the teachers on weekends, which it was like we had an open house. We were allowed 3 students a weekend. And my children, who were, I think 11 and 13 at that time, Franny, my daughter, and Victor, my son, loved having them. They were from all over the world. They were a diverse population. They just loved hearing their culture, their music, everything about it. So that was one little good thing about this job. And I met one of my students named Ted Reynolds, who was very entertaining. He was a musician but hadn't made much money being a musician. So he came to Job Corps to get a skill. And when he graduated, I was looking for an au pair for my kids because, of course, this job, I wasn't off during the summer, and I couldn't leave them unsupervised. They were naughty when they were young. They were naughty. I lost so many babysitters when they were younger than that. They once tied up a babysitter and sprayed him with a hose from outside. The poor fellow, who was then like 18 years old, ran out and said, "I can't take this. I won't take any pay for this." So they were a handful. But anyway, Ted was very, very entertaining and kept them occupied, and he was really good for them, and I had faith in him. He was trustworthy and good. So he asked me, "Can my little brother, who's 12, come and stay with your family?" Because he's not doing anything for the summer. They're in Omaha, Nebraska. He didn't go into detail, but I said, "Sure." Open house again. So Nahmod Reynolds, his little brother, came to stay with us for the summer. Now, Nahmod, this is his current picture. The one on the left is 4 years ago with me and Nahmod's grandson. And the one below that is Nahmod with my ex-husband, Jim. And the one on the right is a current picture of him. And so Nahmod was so talented and started teaching my kids breakdancing, which at that time didn't even have a name. It was just cool moves. So every day they would practice these cool moves, and when I'd get home, they would be flipping and turning and doing all kinds of cool moves. So it really worked out for that summer. And when it was time for him to go back to Nebraska, I said, "Nahmod, anytime you want to come back, you can. You can." But I'm getting ahead of my story. One of the days, I passed by, I'll get back to Nahmod and his story, but, that's the breakdance team. Okay. Go away from that for a while. One of the days, I was passing by a door, and Richard, who was the only black teacher on campus, said, "Hey, Pam, are you applying for the scholarship?" I said, "What scholarship?" He said, "Well, there's a scholarship for BYU, and they have 2 scholarships available. Nobody applied for the second one. You can apply." I said, "Well, I can see why you applied, but how am I a minority?" He says, "You're the only non-Mormon on the campus." So I said, "Wow, okay." I had 3 days, but I went right to Human Resources and I applied. Sure enough, 3 days later, I had gotten this $50,000 scholarship. Now, it was an incredible 3.5 years. It was an incredible year. I had to get this scholarship. When we moved, we were 150 miles away. That was in the last part of the scholarship. I had to travel from Helper to Layton, 150 miles in snow-covered mountains after school. So 3 o'clock I would leave. I would get there, take the class, then come back. And the snow sometimes was so thick I couldn't even see in front of me. And I would get behind the bus so that I could follow the red lights on the bus. One night, as this was occurring, I was on the way home. It was, I think it was about 11 o'clock, and a car swerved in front of me and went down the embankment of the mountain. Well, it wasn't that steep. It was, he didn't turn over, and he would be okay. Somebody would find him, but I kept going after that bus. There were no cell phones. What could I do? Come on. All right, so I kept going, but it scared me bad enough that I wrote to my professors, and I said, look, this is too much for me. I can't do it. Can I just mail in? This was before internet, I guess, because I mailed in my assignments. I passed the course, and look what I have to show you. My master's degree in communication, which allowed me in the future to teach in what was Edison College. So I did that for 10 years after I left Estero. So the worst job I ever had ended up with the best surprise I ever had. So that's the story of Job Corps. And now to continue Lamond's story. So while we were living in Layton, Lamond taught the children. They learned the steps, but then he had to go back. And shortly after that, sometime in the fall, he called me and he said, things are really bad at my house. I just don't know what I'm going to do, and the foster people are going to come and find me. The electric has been turned off. The water has been turned off. His mother was in the hospital. He had 5 brothers and sisters who were staying at friends' house on sofas, just making the way. Lamond was going to the grocery store, asking, what can I do? How can I help? The shoe repair store, the bakery, anywhere he could go to earn money for food. 12 years old. 12 years old on survival mode, and didn't want to go to the foster system. And he didn't go into all that. But Ted, who was still staying with us, told me what kind of things he was going through. And this wasn't a unique experience. Ted said this happened all the time. Electric went off. He would wash in a nearby restaurant. He would go to school so that nobody would find out. He would wash his clothes even in the sink in the restaurant and hang them up at night. But he was such a survivor. And I said, Lamond, you're going to be the only black child in your class. You think you can handle that? He said, yeah, I can do it. I'm friendly. I'm friendly. And sure enough, he just endeared everyone to him. His breakdancing was a hit. And shortly after that, when we were in Helper, this is when we moved south of Layton, Victor, my son, and he formed a breakdance team. Now you can put up that breakdance team, and I'll show you who was on it. Okay, so from this, the one where they're like this, that's Victor, Lamond, and Johnny, the only other black child in the school who was a grade ahead of him. Behind him is James, an American Indian. And on the left, who's fading on the very left, is Scioto, a Samoan boy, who lived 30 miles away in Huntington. So we had come together and we started teaching in a retirement home. This now was rent-free. It was entertaining for the elderly people. They loved seeing us. It was like a show every week. And they were making money. They were charging $10 a student, and everybody wanted to learn these moves. So we were rolling in the dough. Then we went to Jimmy Lupo's club bar, which he closed down every week for only the youth in the community, and he bought us those uniforms, sponsored us. We started going to other clubs, 3 clubs every Friday night. My daughter, Franny, passed the hat. She was so cute, and she was in one of the uniforms. They really was so generous. One of the clubs was called the Cowboy Club. Now, can you imagine these little kids dressed like this, going into a cowboy club where everybody's got the hats and the boots, but they loved us. They loved us. We opened a whole new world of culture to them. And on the way home, we would drive, maybe 10 miles and buy nachos and cheese and sing songs and blast music. And we were riding the crest of a golden wave. The last year, and I'll skip around a little bit. The last year, Nahmod was with us, and when I was getting my master's degree, I was going through a divorce. And my husband, Jim, left and went to New York. So we were the 4 of us. And one time, Nahmod looked really sad. And I said, Nahmod, what's the matter with you? He says, you're going to be mad at me. I don't want to talk about it. I says, no, I promise I won't be mad at you. He says, you promise? I said, yes. He says, when I was at home, sometimes we didn't have enough to eat. Sometimes we didn't have the water or lights, but we talked to each other. He says, you guys need each other more than ever now, and you're not talking to each other. Victor goes upstairs in his room. Franny hides in her room. You go in your room. I go. Well, he says, it's sad. It's really sad that you're not helping each other. You know, I didn't realize the enormous weight that was on all of us, the horrible ambiance that was in my house. It was just so heavy. And first I got a little mad at him, but I didn't say anything. I said, you know, Nahmod, I have to think about this. And I thought about it for 2 days. And I said, he's right. He's right. We need to talk about it. So 2 days later, I brought Franny, Victor, Nahmod together at the table. And I said, look, this is what Nahmod said. I told him, we have to communicate. Here's a new rule for the rest of the time we're here. We're going to sit at the table. We're going to have some kind of dinner, because we were eating like burritos, pizza. We're going to have dinner together, and we're going to say 3 sentences. We're going to tell the best thing that happened to us today, the worst thing that happened to us today, and what we learned today. No, we don't want to. We don't want to do that. That's too much. No. Resistance from the troops. Nahmod stayed quiet. I said, okay, if you'd rather not, then you can go in the garden for an hour. That's the penalty for not participating in a communication effort. So resistance stopped. And they would. They came to the table every night, and they sat, and they told the best thing, the worst thing, and what they learned. A tradition that stayed with our family for as many times as we got together at the dinner table, after they moved, when they came visiting, whenever. And Nahmod recently told me just this past week that his family still does that, that he honors that. Now, when Nahmod was 14 years old, see him jumping around a little bit, he met Kathy, who he fell in love with, and they started dating. And then when it was time for me to leave, I sold the house, and I told Nahmod, he was 16 by that time. I said, Nahmod, you're welcome to come with me. Wherever I end up, you're welcome to come with me, and you'll have a home with me. And he said, no, I'm staying with Kathy. And her parents had given him permission to stay with them and their family. Kathy and Nahmod married at 19 years old. They had 2 children. They had 3 grandchildren. And they unfortunately divorced after 23 years. But, you know, it's okay. They're both in a happier place. Nahmod, during the time he was with Kathy, saw an ad in the paper that there was a program called Touched by an Angel, and they needed extras who were black people. Now in Utah, there's not a heck of a lot of black people. I don't know if you know that, but there's not. And so he qualified immediately. He went up to Salt Lake City, got paid for being an extra, and fell in love with show business. He just thought, this is an exciting life. There's travel, there's exciting people, there's sets, there's all kinds of opportunities. So he not only did the extra, but he started asking and networking in the arena, what can I do? How can I help? The same, he said, I used the same technique I did when I was 12 years old. And so he badgered the transportation supervisor so much that the transportation supervisor said, look, I have an assignment in St. George. You can take that and then leave me alone. I don't want to see you ever again. So he did. He did. He went to St. George. He worked on building sets. And from that, he continued his networking and went from building sets to transporting crews and sets, then bought his own truck. This is over a period of time, of course, and now has Mondo Transport Sets, his own business with a fleet of trucks, and continuing to thrive, and bought a beautiful 5-bedroom house in Farmington, Utah for his fiancée, who he has now, her 2 children. So that was really a find, touched by an angel, changed his life. Now the last part, very sad. 5 months ago, February 23rd, I think that's 5 months, Robert, Nahmod's first child and only son, passed away with a heart condition. I said, how? How did you get through this heartbreak, this horrible hardship? I can't even imagine. And he said, my daughter and my grandson expect me to be a strong man. Robert and I were strong men. He wouldn't want me to be weak. And so I am strong. I stay strong. I stay on a routine. I continue to work. I have therapy once a week. I exercise. He continues to survive in the face of the worst hardship I can imagine, the worst. And so the applications that I hope that you can take from the stories so far is find your good in every hardship and expect the good. When you find yourself in the middle of a hardship, expect the good. Divine intervention and synchronicity happen. God comes through if you are open and receptive. Share your talent. Be open to possibilities that present themselves. Take care of yourself. You have to get through the survival period. You have to eat. You have to sleep. Nahmod has lost very much weight purposely because of the overweight situation in his family, and the disease is associated with overweight. So he stays on a stringent program. And his fiance, by the way, is Italian, who makes great Italian food. So it's really hard to stay on a stringent diet. He is goal-oriented, and he gets support. So those were his ways of coping with hardship. Now mine, in the middle of hardship, can you put up the first tip? Call on the angels for help. These are my tips. You can take them or leave them. Take the best, leave the rest. That's always my philosophy. I call on the angels for little things like, oh, please, angels, let me find those keys. I have to go to church now, please. This morning, I found my keys. 2, imagine something or someone who makes you feel grateful. I close my eyes. I think of my beloved grandchildren, particularly my grandson who's up there in the box, Victor, who always comes to help me whenever I need it. Thank you, Victor. And any other imagined scene that makes you feel grateful and happy. 3, breathe in golden light from your head down to your feet and throughout your body. And I'm going to do that meditation with you when we come to that part in my message. 4, do coherent breathing. This is immediate stopping. And please, if you want to learn it, come to my class. It's 45 minutes of coherent breathing. Just practice. And I'll teach you how to do it in the spot, in the middle of being whatever you're being. Unhappy, stuck, stressed, hurricane. Just learn coherent breathing. It has really helped me. And the 5th, now, this is a little far out, but you know me, so I feel comfortable sharing this one with you. When you're having a bad day to start, like you can't find your keys, and you've asked the angels, but you're still waiting for the angels to find them for you, or you spilled coffee all over your breakfast, or your hair isn't right, whatever the situation, turn counterclockwise in a circle 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've turned your day around. It all goes good now. It always goes good after you turn your day around. Those are my 5 tips to take with you. And I have things hanging around my house that just I look and it makes me feel good. So I'm going to share this one with you. Whether you know it or not, you're already there. You are the beauty, the power, the wisdom, the passion, the knowledge, the fire, the calm, the heart and the soul. You are the heart, the star of your being. All you have to do is let yourself shine. And now, I think that brings us to the meditation. So, can we have the recorded music? Yeah, while I'm doing it? Quietly, though. Okay, so lower your eyes, close your eyes, or lower your gaze. Imagine golden light above your head. Breathe in the golden light through your head and down your body to the feet. Do that 3 times. Breathe in golden light through the top of your head. Breathe out to the bottom of your feet. Breathe in golden light through the head. Breathe out through the body, through your arms and fingertips. Breathe in golden light. Give thanks with complete assurance that the indwelling Christ is working in and through you to bring forth the highest good. Thank you, God, for the abundant good now flowing forth to meet our every need. Breathe in the golden light through the top of your head. Breathe out. Feel this golden light surrounding you, protecting you, and folding you. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Thank you, God, for your love that heals in every way. We are patient and calm, focused on the truth. God is in charge, and all is well. God transforms every sorrow into love. Breathe in, golden light. Breathe out. Fill your space with golden light all around you. Breathe in, golden light. Breathe out. Expand that circle of golden light. Breathe in. Breathe out. Open your eyes and know that you carry this light with you. You can't fake it till you make it. Who you are speaks louder than what you say. We carry this light. We are the peacemakers. We are the light bearers. You are the peace warriors. I hope my message has inspired you, even though it hasn't made you laugh too much. There's many more stories that will, but for today, I really wanted to share these stories that were meaningful to me. And now we're going to stand for the Lord's Prayer, if you can. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from error. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever and ever. Amen. Now we'll have music.
Close my eyes, I open my heart. I'll take a deep breath, let the healing start. I lift my hands, I plant my feet, I let love in. I feel the beat that's calling us to rise, Spirit, rise up, rise in me. I let in my soul, I clear my mind. I'm here and now, in present time. I feel the power That's why we came. Love's calling, calling out the name. Love's calling. It's why we came. Come on and rise, rise, spirit, rise up, rise for me, rise. Come on and rise, oh spirit, rise up, rise in me, rise up, rise up, rise up, rise up. Come on and rise up. Come on, lift your hands up, jump, reach for the sky, going up high, higher, yeah. Rise up. Come on, raise your voice and shout. Love is alive, we're bringing the light brighter, brighter. Rise up. Come on, lift your hands up, jump, reach for the sky, going up high, higher, yeah. Rise up. Come on, raise your voice and shout. Love is alive, we're bringing the light brighter, brighter. Rise up. Come on and rise up.
And now we'll see the various ways that we can tithe or give our donations. And we give the offering affirmation. Divine love flowing through me blesses and increases all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. You can pass the baskets. Thank you.
All shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well, and all shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well. I am walking through the green pastures, and I know that I'm not alone. The song of the meadowlark sings to my soul, tenderly calling me home. And all shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well, and all shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well. I am walking beside the still waters, as fresh as the breeze at dawn. The voice of my ancestors whispering, giving me the strength to carry on. And all shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well, and all shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well. Surely goodness and mercy will follow, and love will be leading the way. Every shadow will shine in the fullness of time, and bloom in the hearts of the brave. And all shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well, and all shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well. All manner of things shall be well.
And I would just like to have the concluding affirmation. Can you pull that up, please? Emil Coué is the author of this affirmation. He was a pharmacist, a psychologist, and a hypnotist, and found that when he used this with any of his patients, they did incredibly, no, that's not the one. They did incredibly transformational life changes. It starts with everything, there it is. Let's say it together. Every day, in every way, I'm getting better, better, and better. By Emil Coué, just as many times as you can say it during the day. It's so, so transformational. And did you have anything to add, Olga, to the announcements? Yes. Olga had some news that was very terrific to hear and share.
It quick. As you know, I started on the journey with the bathroom. I did not intend to go any further. But as I go through that journey, I realize that there's more to be done. So I said, God, I'm not doing this. I don't want to be bothered with this. And it keeps stirring in me, stirring in me. Now, the next journey we are on is finishing the ceiling of the lanai. And for the bathroom, we need 2 air conditions. Other than that, we're doing the ceiling for the lanai, we're painting the gutters and around the framework of the gutters to restore that area. So now I'm in the restoration. I have to give a shout out and a thank you to Hyacinth, our board president, and Donald, who donated 4 outdoor ceiling fan, fantastic for the lanai area. We really appreciate it. We love you, and thank you so much for that blessing. And as we journey along, I'm asking each and every one who wants to contribute, feel led to contribute financially to help us to move this project along. We are also in the process of restoring the gazebo. Make it more beautiful, because we have a rich, exciting, beautiful campus, and we should live with it that way, love it that way, and express it in God's love. Thank you so much for listening.
Okay, the next part is a very fun part for me. I love it. And we're going to bring in the children, and this is what we do.
You are walking in the light, in the light, in the light. You are walking in the light of God. In the light, 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 in the light of God.
Good morning. I'm Kathy, and I have Jackson and Raquel with me. And today we talked about from hardships to triumphs. And I was telling Jackson, life is full of challenges and hardships that can sometimes feel overwhelming. You must have strength, determination, persistence, and patience. And then Jackson shared a story about, I tried to get him to share some hardships with me, and he was telling me sometimes he gets into arguments with people, and once in a while they'll talk about it, or he wants to forget about it. So we're working on that, right? And then he told me about somebody at school that was making noises, and he was trying to be nice to the kid and be calm with him. And he said the kid kept doing noises. And he said, he told the teacher, and I'm like, well, what did you triumph? He goes, the kid went to the office, and I was able to do my work. So I was like, okay. But we talked about types of hardships like health. You know, he says, well, we can follow medicine, like take your medicines. Then we talked about hardships of money, and he has a budget. He told us exactly what he has in the bank account, and he saves money better than I do. Then we talked about bullying, and he says, let someone know. And then he's too young for a job, but he says, I can learn skills. So I like that. And then I shared stories about people. He actually knew some of these famous people that had hardships. And I started out with Bethany Hamilton. She was a girl at 13 years old, surfer, and her arm was bitten off by a shark. And he said, that's a movie, which he's right, it is a movie. And a month later, she was back on her surfboard. And then 2 years later, she won first place in the Explorer Women's Division of the NSSA National Championship. He says, you got to see the movie. It's really good. And then I told him about, he knew this one, Jay-Z. He knew that one. And I said nobody would sign him into a record label, so he created Rockefeller Records, and he's worth $500 million. And he told me, yeah, and he's married to Beyonce. So I had to put that down. And then I also talked about Michael Jordan, and he knew Michael Jordan. Yep, he's a big fan. He was told he was not good enough for a high school varsity team, so he was cut and placed in junior varsity, but that just motivated him to work harder and stronger and improve. And Chicago Bulls, he was telling me that, and 5 MVP awards, and he says he has Air Jordans. So yes. So we talked about all these people and how they overcome, and he says, so Jackson, did you want to share with people what you want to do? No, not yet? Is it something that's on here? No? Okay. He was sharing with us like some of the things that he wants to try, but he says he has to have more skills because he's still growing. So I like that about you, Jackson. Raquel, you want to share anything? No, not yet. Okay. Well, there we go.
Okay, now the next part is, we bless the children. That's where we do this. And important, we behold and bless the children you are. And now we have a song.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
The light of God surrounds us. I am that light. The love of God enfolds us. I am that love. The power of God protects us. I am that power. The presence of God watches over us. I am that presence. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. Strong in faith, steadfast in love, we are already receiving our good. Have a wonderful day.
I am free, I am unlimited. There are no chains that bind me. I am free, I am unlimited. Right now, right now. I am free, I am unlimited. There are no chains that bind me. I am free, I am unlimited. Right now. I am free, I am unlimited. There are no chains that bind me. I am free, I am unlimited. Right now, right now. I am free, I am unlimited. There are no chains that bind me. I am free, I am unlimited. Right now. Oh, I am free, I am unlimited. There are no chains that bind me. I am free, I am unlimited. Right now, right now. I am free, I am unlimited. There are no chains that bind me. I am free, I am unlimited. Right now.
Let us pray. And so we do open to the presence, the power, and the activity of God. So let's affirm our opening statement together. There is but one presence and one power in my life and in the universe, God the good, omnipotence.
All right, because we are truly free and unlimited, this next verse, we're not going to sing the lyrics. We're just going to sing scat. We're going to sing like shooby dooby. What is some scatly goes? Yeah. Sweet dwee bop. Boobity boo, shooby boo boo. And some of you know how to do this and you've done it before and you're very confident. And some of you haven't done it before and you're not very confident, and there are good reasons for that. I want you to do it anyway. I want you to jump in because everybody's doing it, and even if we crash this whole church, no one will die.